everyone, welcome to part 2 of our Learn with Lily Jacket episode on metal finishes. Let's do it. So the other thing that we want to talk about as far as metal finishes is some of the different materials that are out there. Stainless steel, if the finish is something you're after is more of like a chrome or a nickel, we always recommend stainless steel because the material itself is what is brushed or polished. There's no plating involved. As far as if the stainless steel gets a scratch in it, it can easily be buffed out with steel wool or something like that. So this is really probably the best product as far as durability, because it's its own material, and the gauge of it really depends on what we're manufacturing. In this case, we have a U-channel that is used on the footrest of a bar stool. Our gauge on something that is more of a frame for seating or for case goods might be a little bit of a thicker gauge. But this is stainless steel, and this is in a satin finish. We have a brushed finish here showing on this other U-channel that is here, which is, I think, really in some ways the best finish for something like a footrest, because if it does get a little bit of wear and tear, it already has kind of that natural brush finish on it. And then obviously there's a polished stainless steel, which we're showing here. So the stainless steel is just a great material, and it's something that we can manufacture in our Mexico facility as well as domestically. The prices are quite high, but we're also bringing it in from overseas, and the quality is excellent and the pricing is very competitive. The other item that we're showing here is this table that's shown in a powder coated metal. Usually the powder coat is on a cold rolled steel, and the powder coat options are pretty varied. I mean, you can do really any color, any sheen. There are metal looking finishes that almost look like a stainless steel or a metal aluminum. There's colors, there's different types of textures, and like I said, sheens. So powder coat is really wonderful. The pricing on that is probably the lowest of the options as far as metal finishes. The only con with powder coating is that if it is damaged, if it's banged into and a chunk comes off, it really can't be touched up, and it could potentially rust and it could have some issues there. So just something to keep in mind when it comes to powder coat, but it is, again, the most economical of the options for metal finishes. The last one, which is kind of my least favorite of today, is the standard kind of plated finish. And as I mentioned in part 1, we're really pushing towards PVD plating, which is, again, no impact on the environment. The plating and liquid plating definitely has a little bit more impact on the environment. It is put into a tank, and there are limitations as far as size when you do liquid plating, and a lot of places just really can't even do it anymore. So we really want to stay away from this. The options are really pretty vast with what we have in PVD plating and the powder coat, that we can get really beautiful finishes that look just like this, but are, again, not bad for the environment. So I hope you learned a little bit today and in the last part about metal finishes. If you have any further questions about it, please comment below and let us know, and we will definitely answer your questions and make sure you guys continue to be educated in the world of metal. So everyone, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.